defender, good rebounder. He'll do a good job. We don't have a problem playing with him.
Coach, thank you. Michael.
Lakers, the Rockets, a tough 7-game series. The Nuggets gave them a battle, but they were maybe their two best performances of the postseason in games 5 and 6 to advance to the finals as Jameer Nelson is in. Again, has not played since February the 3rd when he injured that shoulder, but he's been working out. And the all-star guard, you know he has been dying to get back on the floor.
And Mike, he does not shy away from contact as Odom knocks in a jump shot. He's a physical guard. It'll be interesting to see. The injury was to his shooting shoulder. Will he have the same range of motion as he did prior to the surgery?
And each year he's gotten a little bit better and blossomed this year. As we mentioned, second in three-point shooting. He's a better three-point shooter than Ray Ralston, not as good a defender. As a whistle away from the ball, it's going to go against Sasha Vujacic. This was against the Dallas Mavericks. It didn't really look like much. And all of a sudden he went for it right away, that right shoulder. He obviously recovers well. They say he's 2 months ahead of schedule. And what's been fun to watch, he has been the #1 cheerleader of the Magic during the course of these playoffs. He's really been supportive. Nice pass inside to Gortat. And that's why he's so well liked by his team. It's not going to upset anybody in terms of playing time, right?
And I love what Otis Smith said to him. Don't take their success as a knock on what you weren't a part of. Be happy, relish in it, and understand that they would be able to have the same success with you.
Vujacic's taken away by Gortat. He's been a good presence out there. There's Courtney Lee. Lee off the dribble. Gortat the rebound. Throws it back out. That's a three. Rashard Lewis, who led the NBA in the regular season in three-pointers, gives the Magic a 5-point lead.
I like what Nelson is doing, allowing the game to come to him. 2 assists, making plays. This offense they have a different bounce when he's running the show.
Walton can't go. Odom right there on the follow. 4 points for Odom off the bench.
And that's where LA's vastly, people talk about Kobe and Gasol, but what they are hard to block out. They are long, and they are a very good rebounding team.
How about this start for Jameer Nelson? Terrific off the bench so far. Couple of assists. Hits his first shot with that mouth guard hanging out of his mouth.
That reminds me of B.J. Armstrong with the Bulls. I always wanted to rip that out of his mouth.
Walton flips it in. That, of course, when you were coaching the Knicks.
Yes.
You had nothing specific against B.J.
No, it's just always losing that bothered me.
Nelson kicks it out. Courtney Lee for 3. Look at Gortat battling in there. This Orlando Magic team, so resilient. They are not discouraged by the result of any one game or any one stretch. Nelson feeding Lewis. Lewis on the drive. Crowd wanted to travel. Lewis won't get it to go. Gets another offensive rebound. And Nelson calls out a play. Nelson barely 6 feet tall. Vujacic is on Lewis. Big height advantage there for Orlando. They're going to try and get it to him.
Well, they switched the pick and roll, and that puts him in rotation. Good ball movement by the Magic.
Beatrice misses by about 3 feet. There's the definition of an air ball. 0 for 4 for Beatrice. Perhaps a little hyped up playing in his first NBA Finals. Gasol poked away by Lee. What a find this was. Courtney Lee drives, kicks it out. Nelson, inside pass to Lee. Pretty play, and Jameer Nelson, what a spark off the bench. 3 assists in 3 minutes. And Phil Jackson wants timeout. 4 months of inactivity, nothing but rehab from surgery on his right shoulder. Jameer Nelson comes off the bench with a real spark.
Well, I'm a wrestling fan, so I remember the full Nelson hole. That's what Jameer Nelson is doing. Offensively, looking to be aggressive. It's not about his scoring. It's about his facilitating, making plays into the thick of the Lakers defense. Outstanding job. The right decision time and time again. It starts with Jameer Nelson. Welcome back, young fella.
Portland. It all included the Knicks and MSG's Garden of Dreams and Portland's Make It Better. Kids in need had a chance to shoot hoops and get a lot of inspiration from the NBA. And personally had some dealings with the Garden of Dreams in New York with the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. An unbelievable charity, does so many good things for underprivileged kids. The NBA throughout the league doing all that where caring happens. Tonight's aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. New Fuel Max tires get you there on less gas. With 3.5 gone by here in the second quarter. Magic leading by 5. The finals will continue on Sunday back here at the Staples Center. Earlier start. Coverage again 7:30 Eastern. Tip-off shortly after 8. And then it heads to Orlando for games 3, 4, and 5. Luke Walton gets inside and dumps it in.
And that's where Courtney Lee's lack of size hurts them. They want Beatrice on Bryant. Luke Walton's a pretty good post-up player, especially against the size of Lee.
Farmar putting some pressure. With Nelson plays, Farmar's going to see more action. As Lee drives hard to the glass, deflected by Odom. Only the second turnover for Orlando. Kobe Bryant, foul, that shot won't count. So the Lakers will take it out as Beatrice picks up his first.
And one thing I would do if I was Jordan Farmer, I would attempt to pick up Jameer Nelson full court. Not to try to strip him of the basketball, just to put pressure on him. There's no way you're in basketball condition taking this much time off.
Nice pass inside. Bynum stops, blocked by Gortat. Terrific defensive play. Marcin Gortat off the bench for Howard has done an excellent job. Lewis for 3. Bryant tips it to Farmar. Lakers throughout the postseason have been playing a number of point guards. Farmar, Vujicic, of course Derek Fisher, Shannon Brown. Bynum left-handed, won't go. Gortat has 4 rebounds and 2 block shots.
He's a free agent at the end of the year. He's making himself some money right now.
Drives inside. He got hit that time. Bynum close to picking up his 3rd foul there. They let it go. They've been letting him play here early. Nice entry pass. Luke Walton off the bench with 6 points.
And you see right away the Lakers looking to go at whoever Courtney Lee is defending. That's the 2nd straight time Luke Walton on the post.
Howard's going to come back in. Nelson throws it out. Beatrice trying to get it going. Off the dribble. Beatrice 0 for 5 from the field. Bryant gets inside. Tough shot. Gets it to go. He's hollering for a foul.
And as Mark said, they are picking on Courtney Lee right now.
And a timeout called by Orlando. And the Lakers get a standing ovation. Kobe Bryant 4 of 10 from the field.
Well, again, this is just simple basketball. Size advantage. Bryant in the post over Courtney Lee in the help defense. Lakers 6-0 run. Michael Jackson likes it.
Goodness gracious. That trophy by the end of this series here, game 1 at the Staples Center. All started last year. They were in the finals against the Celtics and got obliterated. One of the worst losses in finals history. Beat by 39 at the new Boston Garden, walking off the floor with green confetti falling on top of them as the Celtics celebrated. Such a disappointing loss. They were questioning about their toughness. We asked Kobe Bryant, are they different this year? In the Western Conference playoffs prior to the finals. This year they lost 6. Had some real tough battles, but they seem to win and play impressively in every game they had to have. As Lewis gets in and misses, Howard tips it, Walton tips it away.
And I think Rashard Lewis, instead of pulling up, has to go right to the rim. There's no one stopping him because they're attached to Dwight Howard.